These rules are quite simply a shameful continuation of the cover-up that began with Donald Trump blocking all of the documents, every single one sought or subpoenaed by the House, and all the key witnesses that they wanted to testify in the House. And Senator McConnell is taking his cues, as he promised, from the White House. He wants to block the existing record of evidence from the House and new witnesses and documents who have first-hand direct evidence of what the president saw and heard. And as you have discussed so well on the show already, he wants to squeeze this evidence into the early morning hours. And keep in mind that the Chief Justice presides over the Supreme Court until 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
So there's no way that the Senate trial can begin before early afternoon, and it's going to go into those early hours if they use all the time. So he is essentially trying to straitjacket and really squeeze and cram the presentation by the House. He has a race against the clock. Time and truth are not on his side. Every day produces more evidence. And that's why they need to have and permit us to have the witnesses and documents that are needed for a full, fair proceeding.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on the button below for more from The Last Word and the rest of MSNBC.